Alright, so Game 3 between the Panthers and the Oilers is in the books, and just like that, we are one step closer to the mixed sweep. You absolutely love to see it. The one question on my mind, what is the excuse going to be this time around, Oiler fans? Is it the refs? Is it Darnell Nurse? Is it Evan Bouchard? And speaking of Evan Bouchard, I cannot believe that people were even putting his name in the same sentence as Quinn Hughes because, come on man, let's not kid ourselves here, there's levels to this. Evan Bouchard is nothing more than a McPower play merchant and a giveaway machine. But anyways, overall this was a very fun game to watch. Obviously the Oilers did start to make a push back near the end there, but the Panthers did look composed. I knew they had this one in the bag. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this hockey game, starting off with the first period of play. Early on in the hockey game, it's McDavid, who's still looking for his first goal in the finals, gets stopped by Bobrovsky, and then it's Connor Brown with two clear-cut chances, and you would think that he'd be able to score at least one of them, but then you remember to yourself, his name is Connor Brown, and he is allergic to scoring goals. Later, it's McGolis who gets stopped once more by Bobrovsky, and then here we have Evan Bouchard with an incredible play here, loses the puck to Alexander Barkov. Panthers on the counterattack move into the zone here. It's Forsling over to Reinhart, and he tips it home to make it 1-0 Florida. And after this extraordinary giveaway from Evan Bouchard, I think that he should jump to first place in the Norris voting. He wasn't even nominated, but I still think he should win it. That was just incredible right there from Evan Bouchard. Anyways, the score stays 1-0 as we head to the second period of play. Early in the second, it's Warren Foegele with a nice shot there off the rush, gets it by Bobrovsky and ties the game up 1-1. But then, on the other end, it's Stuart Skinner who wants to remind us all, after a couple of decent games, he wants to remind us how bad he actually is at goaltending, as I don't know what the game plan was here, puck kind of goes by him, he's taking a Sunday stroll around the net, and before he knows it, the puck is in the back of the net. Florida is up 2-1. Just a couple of minutes later, it's Matthew Tkachuk over to Sam Bennett, and he wires it by Skinner to make it 3-1 for the Panthers. But wait, that's not it. It's Barkov on a 2-on-1 here. He receives the puck, makes it 4-1 Florida. And at this point, the crowd is absolutely silent. You could hear a pin drop at Rogers Place because every single Oiler fan in there is absolutely shook. Early in the third period, it's Broberg with a pretty lucky shot, goes off of Kulikov and finds its way by Bobrovsky. He cuts the Florida lead down to 4-2. Later on in the period is Ryan McLeod who gets on the end of a point shot. He tips it home, and suddenly, the score is 4-3. I was almost relieved because, yes, I'm cheering for the Panthers in this series, but the Oilers have been so outmatched that it was almost getting boring. I mean, 2-0 in the series, and the Panthers had this one under locks. I mean, come on, man, it's the Stanley Cup Finals. At least give us something to be on the edge of our seats about. But yeah, anyways, later on it's Ryan McLeod with a great chance here to tie the game, but it's the sell of a century, and Bobrovsky's right pad will be in his nightmares for years on end because he cannot believe how much net there was, and the fact that he shot it right there is just embarrassing, to be honest with you. But the Florida Panthers hold on despite a late surge from the Oilers, and they win the game 4-3. They have a 3-0 series lead. I'm very happy about that. And the Oilers, I have one message for you. You should be ashamed of yourselves to call yourself Canada's team and then to put out a performance like that. They should have just let Dallas go through because it would have been closer. This is worse than the Habs back in 2021. But on a real note here, this isn't me just hating, this is the actual truth. When you have a goalie as dominant as Bobrovsky and your goalie is Stuart Skinner, it shouldn't be a surprise at all. That's a recipe for disaster, and we can see exactly what is happening right now. But, oh well, Roberto Luongo 1 win away from the Stanley Cup. I'm so happy for him. Hopefully he can secure that next game on Saturday night, but we will see what happens there. Anyways, guys, that's all for me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, man, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, and take care.